So there's a game in the Nintendo eShop that is causing quite a bit of controversy right now. It is not Pooplers, which is my favorite game ever in the Nintendo eShop. It is Dungeon Munchies. Now this game is apparently in early access on Steam, which is a common status for most games on Steam. You'll see a lot of games still in progress, still being developed. That I guess that's just the way PC gaming goes. I don't know, but you see a lot of games in early access on there. So now the attention is being brought to this game, that this game may be potentially breaking a Nintendo eShop rule and could be a big problem for the eShop in general, because Nintendo failed to really notice that this game was in early access. So a lot of developers could basically just put any kind of unfinished product that they want in the eShop and charge some money with it. Reminiscent of the loophole that was happening quite a while ago, where people would put their games on sale for 1 cent in the eShop, and they would basically flood the bestsellers page with all these 1 cent shovelwares that 8-Bit Eric would review or let's play on his channel. Now, technically, there is no policy on the Nintendo eShop regarding games releasing in an unfinished state. But the main issue here is if you look at the description of the game itself on the eShop, there's no indication that the game is still a work in progress, that it's still in early access, that additional features might be added to the game later on. So it's a little bit deceptive. Now, in the past, there's been several different games that Nintendo has cracked on for certain policies being broken, such as a wrong rating or some nudity or something that might have slipped through the cracks. So it definitely will be interesting to see if Nintendo follows through on possibly removing this from the shop. But there's something that I want to address, because I've seen people commenting on other videos and stuff saying that Nintendo needs to bring back its seal of quality. And there seems to be a mistaken understanding of what the Nintendo seal of quality actually was. For some reason, a lot of people think the seal of quality means that it prevents shovelware or low budget or basically crap video games from being placed on a Nintendo console, which is entirely wrong. The seal of quality stems from back during the early years of the NES. They were coming fresh out of the video game crash, and they wanted something to reassure people buying their products that the games would be held to Nintendo standards of conduct, such as no nudity, no sexual, no religion, stuff like that. And this is how Nintendo got people to officially be licensed. So the seal was actually used to identify products as an official licensed Nintendo product. It was never used as a way to show that it is a good game. And a lot of people seem to get this confused for whatever reason throughout the years. Now, I will say publishers back then were forced to only do up to 5 releases per year for the Nintendo, which would allow them to take their time developing games so they wouldn't be rushing stuff out there. So in a way, it did kind of enforce quality, I guess, on an honor system by developers. But in the end, it was mostly a marketing ploy for families to kind of, I guess, be assured that it wasn't going to have objectionable content or anything that wasn't family friendly at the time. So just to clarify, because I always hear that when people see these crappy shovelware games on Nintendo Switch.
Where's the seal of quality yet? Where are the shovelware?
That's never what Nintendo intended the seal to be. It was to market as an officially licensed product for the console. So unfortunately, shovelware will be here to stay, whether we like it or not, on the Nintendo Switch. It is going to be interesting to see what happens with Dungeon Munchies, though. I guess we'll have to just wait and see. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below.